Harvey Honore Sr. was born in Baton Rouge during the Great Depression. His family were devout Catholics. He became an altar boy, and those roots would guide every step of his life. He attended military school and came home for the holidays. He was suddenly taken by Betty Rouge, the new girl from Lafayette. Harvey was a persistent suitor.
He just kept coming, but he never gave up. He got into the picture. He never let go.
The couple eventually married and started a family. A large family.
She was the apple of his eye. Everybody who was involved with my father had to come to my house and meet his bride, the mother of his 7 children. He knew her faith made his stronger.
Harvey began as a brick mason for his uncles, who taught him the value of quality workmanship. He struck out on his own as a home remodeler and then a home builder. His reputation grew rapidly, not just for quality, but for his character.
He was kind and generous and easy to work with. I mean, whoever says that about their home builder? You know, you don't get many compliments like that when you build someone's home, because this went wrong and that went wrong. And if anything was out of place or wrong or anything, Harvey said, "Don't worry about it, we'll fix it." And he did.
Harvey became another honoré respected in the local home building trade, but he wanted more.
My father was the first one to want to go further and enter the field of commercial building, you know, which was a pretty big step in those days. He was ahead of his time, I think.
The commercial work took off, and Harvey built many projects in Baton Rouge, including the Catholic High Cafeteria, Baton Rouge High, St. Jude School, American Bank, the YMCA, Gotcha's, and Maison Blanche.
He was a planner, and when he told you that it would cost X, that's what it cost. And when he told you he would finish it, he finished it on time. You can't ask much more from a builder than that. They finished the part of Gotcha's that made it the longest department store in the world. We enjoyed the participation and the partnership.
Some call it community service. Harvey considered it community obligation. Quietly, he built homes and let families in need live rent-free. He served on numerous boards and nonprofit groups, including the Red Cross, Junior Achievement, the Chamber of Commerce, American Bank, and the Louisiana Contractors Licensing Board. He was given a papal honor and named a Knight of the Holy Sepulchre of Jerusalem. He was also the recipient of the Golden Deeds Award in 1981.
They do it because it's coming from the heart. They're not doing it for what it's going to put in their pocketbook, or how many awards they're going to get and how much money they're going to make. They do it because they feel that the good Lord wants them to do these things and wants them to give something back. And he had a lot to give back, and he gave a lot back.
He just had a unique way. In tough situations, he could sit and listen and turn a discussion just by a gesture or a proper word, just turn it in the proper direction. And I admired his gifts, and it wasn't loud. It wasn't forcing his way in the situation. He could just sit and evaluate, and when he spoke or came to a position, everybody listened and most often went along with him. It was a wonderful and unique talent.
I admire that a lot because it was like intelligence and common sense in a perfect combination.
Without question, the most important thing on Harvey's list was his family.
But he always took care of us. And his first goal was to love God and serve him and take care of our family. And he took us on vacations, you know, in the summertime. We didn't want for anything. He loved to joke and laugh with the children. Sometimes I told him I thought he was one of the children. He could just laugh with a good heart. And, he loved to tell jokes.
Harvey died suddenly at the age of 52. The family united in faith and pledged to carry on his legacy.
We realized all that he did do, that it was going to take 7 of us to do his job. And we did. We knew that we had to take care of Mom, be with her, So the uniting came as a bond, and he would want us to do that.
Harvey had 5 grandchildren when he passed away. Today, that number is 27.
So he's looking down from there and saying, what a wonderful group this is.
Harvey Honore lived life to the fullest and achieved financial success, but he did not have a big master plan for his business.
Money isn't what drove him so much. It was the joy of being successful by pleasing people, making friends.
He was just our good friend and loved him dearly.
I've never heard one person say one bad word about him. Everybody had such respect for him.
He tried to help all who he could, and he did all he could.
Yeah, he was a far greater guide, inspiration than I think he ever realized.
A quiet, modest, soft-spoken person with a good head and a good heart.
He felt God had blessed him more than he ever deserved. And that was true. That was true in a sense, because he probably didn't expect all of this to come out of his life. But when he reflects back on it, God, he felt he was very blessed. And you know, too much God give, you give back. And he felt he had really tried to do that.
A man who saw himself as a servant of God who walked the walk. A humble, joyful worker who enjoyed people, family functions, and serving the community. He went from a Depression-era bricklayer to one of Louisiana's most respected builders. Although he passed away at a young age, his legacy lives on through the quality of his work and his family who have devoted their lives to live by his example. It is with great honor that Harvey Honore Sr. is inducted into the Baton Rouge Business Hall of Fame.